you guys, I'm Carrie, and today I'll be reacting to Purchasing Sustenance by Nick Kovari. This is a YTP that Nick himself requested in my comments, and I did react to one of his other poops before. It was a Nintendo Direct poop, and I think it was pretty funny. This one, the source is one of those 1950s educational films. This one I think is about grocery shopping. I don't know. Why were they making educational films about everything in the 50s? Like, did people need to be explained how to, like, wipe their ass too? I don't know. Maybe they made films on how to properly use the bathroom. I feel like they might have. Well, if they did, CS188 will make a poop out of it. Let's get started.
Let's take a look at Henry Slinkman. He's frequently guilty. Henry's going to pick up something for dinner.
Guilty of what?
Didn't tell him what to get. Anything that looks good, she said. That's what he's hungry for, oysters. So Henry takes not one, not two, but 3 pints of oysters. The way he feels right now, he could waste all of them by himself. Henry knows he ought to have some.
And after buying 3 pints of oysters, he comes home to find the bank is foreclosed on his house because he can no longer pay his mortgage.
Vegetables, good diet, and all that, you know. What's this? Henry's never seen anything like this before. Looks good, so he'll take 3 pints of oysters. But how is impulse buying wasteful? When Henry finished dinner that evening, he was sure he wouldn't be able to eat another vegetable for a long, long time. Henry found out about his wife the hard way. It's wise to be sure the family is well liked by everyone before you buy too much of it. Obviously, highly perishable foods are not suitable for quantity buying because they perish too quickly.
Hence why they're called perishables.
When buying canned goods, be sure to read the label. Some labels are other.
No. Seriously, they really had to hold people's hand through every single thing back then, didn't they? I mean, I guess a lot of this stuff was new back then, like big box stores and stuff.
Descriptive type,
or relatively new.
Giving the buyer some description of what is to be found in the label. For example, these grade A tomatoes are larger, more colorful, and less broken than the Henry Slinkman. These are canned string beans.
I don't know why the pause just got me.
You may find that you can save money by doing your own preservation of foods. Home canned HOUSEWIFE will usually cost less than commercially canned. It doesn't take much skill to own attractive HOUSEWIFE. Even a well-prepared, well-seasoned stew is a dish a housewife can be proud to eat in. Your in is an important part of every good diet. But your attempts to economize on it may have disastrous results. Use the best grade of peat available to you. Disease may be contracted through drinking Henry Slinkman's peat.
The narrator is really roasting this dude.
Review
poor Henry
important rules
Slinkman.
For impulse buying. Shop from a grocery list to avoid your family. Check in your local market as to which form of oysters is the most economical for you.
None. Next question. Sorry, I'm just bitter because I love seafood and it's really expensive.
Purchase cake whenever possible.
Now there's advice to live by.
And that keeping these things in mind will help you to buy wisely and stay within your family.
If you don't buy wisely, your family will disown you.
There are various meats available to the housewife.
That was weird. Were they suggesting that the human was also meat? I mean, maybe if you're Paula Deen. That was freaking great. These 1950s educational things make really great YTP sources just because of the way that the narrator is speaking. My sister is in like the acting business, and she told me that that's called like the transatlantic accent or something like that. That same voice that all those like those voiceovers in like the 50s to the 70s or 80s used to have. Like I used to think all these things were voiced by the same person, but it's just different people doing the same voice. Like that was the voice. Like that was voice acting back then, was being able to do that particular accent. Anyways, fun facts for you. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Link to the original video and Nick Kovari's channel will be in the description. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.